Hey, Moose Country, welcome. Welcome. Hey, Moose Country, welcome.
What's up, Moose fam? So I had no intention on going live today. I said my piece today in a video that I put out. But I did a poll and just asking what the community wanted, and the community said they wanted a live today. So I'm hoping that, I get 10 or 12 people in the chat that, want to discuss the last couple games. But if not, I'm going to take this time to give credit where credit is due. Hey, hon. My lovely wife. First of all, credit to her. First one in the chat every live. Supports me on every video. I'm up here, sometimes for 6 hours in one day, either editing or doing interviews or whatever the case may be. And, she's really cool about me contributing my time to the community. So thanks, babe. But I want to talk to you a bit about this couple that I met the beginning of the season. It was right around the time where I was down and out. You guys all remember that. And I really lost hope in the community. The people that were attacking me are in that building. And me and my wife went through about a month and a half where we didn't know who we could trust and who we could talk to. And it was a real dark time for us. It was right around the time they did a jersey auction. Hey, what up, Will Berger? Is that Tom? Will Berger. Sorry, I'm spacing on that name. I know it. But right around the time they did the auction for the military jerseys is when I first learned about this first of all, the guy. He was screwed over by accident with the he wanted Lulavex jersey, and there was this point where they were, it was supposed to end at 9 and it ended up going an hour later, so he didn't get his jersey. He was offered the Carrier jersey, and the first thing he said was, you know what, I didn't bid on that. He said, I'll pay the extra and to match what the Lou jersey went for if you want to just give that to somebody else. So he wanted to fork out another $400 out of his own pocket to half pay for a jersey for somebody else to have that jersey. So I caught wind of this and I contacted him via Facebook and I said, listen, you don't know me, but I want to let you know that, you know, what you did for what you wanted to do, because he ended up getting the jerseys. There's something, it was all big jumble, but the fact that he was willing to do that for somebody. So I messaged him and I said, you know, you restored my faith, man. I'm glad to see that there's still people out there that care about the community as much as I do. And we talked for about an hour that night. And I've spoke of him before. You guys, I did an interview with his wife. I might as well just introduce you guys right now. This is Jody and Alicia Diggins, the most beautiful couple you'll ever meet. Very kind. Alicia was on our Hockey Fights Cancer video, speaking on her parents who both passed from cancer. But anyways, Jody, you know, the first time I met Jody is he took me to the kiosk to buy a jersey to give away on the channel, and that's literally the first thing I've seen him do. He's constantly buying tickets just to give away, to bring people to the game who may not be able to make it to the game. He embodies everything, as well as Alicia. They embody everything it means to be a Moose fan. And I just want to give them a special shout out because, you know, they're behind the scenes, not doing it for clout, not making videos, just making people's day feel special just because that's the type of people they are. Melissa says my friends. Last night at at the game, I won't disclose how much, but Jody was bidding on the McPhee jersey, and not the last auction, the auction before. And he stopped bidding at $800. He was willing to go up to $1,500, but he seen Sean McPhee was bidding on the jersey, and he stopped. He messaged me. He's like, "Is that relation to Braden?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, I'll stop." Which is what we should do. Not all of us do that, but when we see a parent bidding, I believe personally that out of respect for the family, let them have it. I mean, we don't need the jerseys that bad. You know, this is something that's going to be a memory to them for the rest of their lives. In 4 years, we'll forget about those players, or 5 years, or 6 years, or 8 years. We'll remember them, but not the way their parents will. So I personally believe that the jersey should go to the parents. But anyways, Jody came out to me last night and said, "Hey, I heard Sean was here. Can you introduce me?" So I called Sean McPhee and I said, "Hey, can you meet me, where the parents gather?" And I only heard a bit of the conversation because I didn't want to pry. But Jody was like, "Hey, you won that jersey. Do you have any plans on getting a frame for it? Like, the box frames, the nice ones." And McPhee's dad's like, yeah, we're giving it to a relative, and we'll probably frame it up for them. And Jody pulled out, I don't want to say a wad of cash, but it was a lot. It was a fair amount of money. I mean, to me it was anyway. And he passed it over to Sean, and Sean reluctantly took it. But I mean, even if he flat out refused to take it, Jody would have shoved it in his pocket and ran away. It's just the type of guy he was. He wanted to contribute to the purchase of the frame for for Braden McPhee's family. And that's not even the only thing he did last night. Mr. Tom, we've been trying to get him some apparel to wear to the game, as he's a man's man, a big guy. They don't keep sizes for him in stock, and I put it out to Alex and to Kevin and to Ryan and all the boys. Is like, anybody on the team who would listen to me, I said, "Can we get Tom a jersey? Can we get Tom a sweater? Can we get him something?" So Alex approached me last night. She's like, "Listen, Kevin called me. We have one in his size right now if you want it." I asked how much, and just then Jody was walking down the stairs. I said, "Hey, Jody, you want to go splits on a sweater with me and make somebody's day?" And not only did he go splits, he downright refused to take my money. He ran ahead of me like a kid going to a candy store. And not only did he didn't tap his card because he was trying to buy Tom a hat. He was seeing if there was a jersey that would fit him. just the kindness that this couple exudes from their being is absolutely beautiful. And Jody, Alicia, I probably don't say it enough. I love you guys. I think you're incredibly special people. Don't ever stop being who you are. Don't ever stop trying to change people's day for the better. You're incredible. So that's all I want to say about that. If you see Jody and Alicia at the arena, just go say hi. Tell them to keep being the people that they are, because they really are incredible people. Jody, if I embarrassed you, buddy, I'm sorry. But it was weighing on me all day. And I'm really glad that I decided to do this live, if for nothing else, just to get that out there. You guys are very special people. All right. So I don't see a whole lot of people in the comments, but I am going to read it out. And if we don't get to chatting about the game, I'll end it. So if you guys want to keep this going for a little while, get to clickety-clacking on the old keyboards there and write down what you thought about the last two games. Bring up some talking points and we'll talk about it. As I said in my post, I already said my piece in the video I put out today. Go ahead and check it out. If you're not subscribed, by the way, go subscribe. Click that bell. What are you guys doing? I'm here every week. Went to see Melissa, said hi honey. Will Berger says hello. Colin says hey Mel, Will Berger and Colin. Melissa says hi other Colin. Chris says Wilma. Did you mean Wilma? Melissa says my friends were talking about Jody and Alicia. Colin says I agree. Melissa Landry, as much as the parents have put into these kids through the whole lives in hockey, they definitely deserve those jerseys for amazing memories if they want to bid on them. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Chris says, I feel they should do two sets on the players' family and others for the fans. I agree. I mean, yeah, why not? There's no refusing Uncle Jody. No, if Uncle Jody wants to buy you something, give you something, take you somewheres, he's doing it. Jen Eden says officiating was atrocious. Not the reason we lost, but we need to get the body back on them. 1,000,000%. I said it today. We need to be hitting. We need to put pressure on the boys. We can't. So here's the thing. I come from a fighting background. I trained Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was a co-organizer for Extreme Cage Combat. I helped them set up the cages. I carted around the fighters. I got to meet some pretty cool people in my day. So that's where I come from. And the best advice I ever got when entering an octagon or a ring or whatever the case may be is you can't guarantee that the judges are going to are score it fair. If you want to guarantee the win, you have to knock them the fuck out. And it's true. It's 1,000,000% true. You can't rely on the refs to do their job. You go out there, you put 10 in the back of the fucking net, and you make sure that they can't take that win from you. Eden goes on to say Steiny was incredible. He stood on his head for us. Incredible guy. Got to meet Ken. I don't know if I mentioned that. Got to meet Ken Steinman at the first game last night or this week. What a sweetheart. Great guy. And his wife Shirley. Melissa says, don't let them loose in a candy store. Don't let him loose in a candy store. No, if you have, I think she's talking about Jody. If you have sweets around, hide them, because you will send Jody into a diabetic coma. He will eat it all. Mark says, listening now. I'm on. What up, Mark? How you doing, buddy? Anybody who wants to join in on the actual Zoom, the link is on Facebook in all the posts in the 4 groups. All you have to do is go to where it says Zoom, click the link, and you're on. As I'm speaking, here comes the man, Mr. Steve-O himself. Steve-O, let me just get through these comments real quick, and then we'll get your take on the last 2 games. Colin says, I will say the team played reasonably well, all things considered. My big point is A-B passes need to be clean. 100%. I feel a lot of the times they're kind of swinging it behind them, and it gets intercepted. And you're right. They need to have a clear path as to where it's going. Tyler Long, what up, Big W, Tyler? Love you, buddy. Glad that's not. Hold on a second. I'll get to that in a second. Proud of these guys, says Mark. John says both games were extremely competitive, even with the scores. Jacob Steinman was incredible over the past few games. His saves totals last night was the fourth most in playoff game history for the Halifax Moose. I heard that on the radio. It was 51 saves, absolutely incredible. The kid stands on his neck for us every game. Colin Carroll says, and it is hard to win game when you're being outshot more than 3-1. Absolutely ridiculous. Mark says, Tyler, are you okay? Unusual not to see you at the games. He is away with his family down south, I believe. I don't know. I'm not in the know with the Longs, but I heard they were away. Tyler Long goes on to say, "Hey, Colin, the bad guy with the praying for hell about milk, and I'll go away tomorrow night game. I want no yes. I do. We head to win 30 football team." Hey, Colin, the bad guy with the.
Who's the football team?
I don't know. They might have checked out a football game while they were down there. I hope you're having an incredible time there, buddy.
Oh.
I hope you're having an incredible time there.
I hope so.
You are missed in that arena. I miss seeing you up on the big screen before the game, buddy. Ben Cleveland goes on to say, yeah, it was like it was a constant power play. They are the top team and a very strong team, and the Moose has been amazing. Same with Steinman, but Drummondville was dirty. Drummondville was extremely dirty. What do you think, Steve-O? Because I think that speaks volumes to how our players are playing. If they have to play as dirty as they're playing to beat us, that's a compliment.
And a large season.
I think the hardest thing, I think it's the effort is there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it's just like you said, that they're slashing a lot, and they're like you said on your shorts there with the that slash.
We'll get the drinks here.
Yeah, she's ordering.
That's okay.
Tim Hortons there.
That was an absolute dirty call by Star.
Yes.
That was not a slash, man.
Yeah, I know, definitely. And you know what? It should have been embellishment.
Embellishment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, embellishment in 2 minutes.
But that's not even the first time. He did it in game 2 as well. He was rounding the net, and one of our boys was behind him, and he dove like he was, competing in the Olympics in swimming. Like the kid's an absolute dust ball. Let's call him a fucking. Man, I'm sorry. I'm
the 3 goals.
Hold on.
A dust ball.
I'm the first one to get on here and say they're just kids. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. But I just don't respect. I don't respect Woodworth. I have zero respect for that kid. And he's 20. He's an adult. Dude, play the game right or don't play it at all. Yeah.
But also, like, talking about the really good positive Simon, when we chant on him, he's like, wow. Like, and we stood up too.
Yep.
Like, after the back-to-back the PK, wow. The only thing that beat him is the pass and go.
And
that's the only thing you're going to beat Steinman. So I still laugh at their power play because they just shoot at the net. They got 1 goal in the 4 power play. So that was a lucky goal too anyway. They just tip in front there by Gaucher.
So that's the goal I'm talking about. That was a shitty goal. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I was just kind of that flipped over him, and now we could do it.
He's a natural goal scorer, right? So he proved it in the world and everywhere. So he proved it. He's a natural goal.
Kim has a question for him. For him. She wants to know where his gold medal is.
Yeah, that's true. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
But that was just him and Matthew Cadafor, right?
Yeah.
There was nobody else in the queue. So for me, like, I don't know. I got a hard time to believe that they didn't choose as much QMG HL players. And you know what? Like this year, like the QMG HL player, they're tear the league up. Like there's a lot more points and skills, and that's the whole goal for their league. It's to get the skills up. Ontario League is just drop the glove and you're fighting.
Well, I'm letting you know right
But-
now that whoever wins the Gilles Courteau Trophy,
Yep.
they're not bringing home the Memorial Cup. I'm letting you know.
No, I don't
I'm
think so
calling it
either.
Right now, London's taking it. They have an incredible goalie this year, and they're firing on all cylinders, buddy.
So, do you think Moncton could have a chance?
Not at the Gilles Courteau Trophy, 100%. I don't think they're beating Ontario or London. They're just not.
Oh,
I don't think. Let me. You know what?
Well-
Why speculate? Let's. I got my computer open here. I'm gonna pull up the CHL, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to London Knights, and I'm gonna see how they're doing. Okay.
So, how many points? How many points? Just look at it. How many
Sure.
points you got this year?
Let's go back here. Hang on one second. Let's go to. Where's it?
I don't have my
Uh,
second phone, so I can't just say, "Oh, there's all the stats." Oh,
While you're
CHL.
doing that, Colin,
Yeah.
I do have to say though, it doesn't matter the outcome of this series. I'm still proud of the boys for winning at least 2 games.
100%. 100%. Nobody expected them to do anything,
no.
right? And they
And not-
absolutely.
And especially not winning the 2 up in their barn.
Mm.
If only we could
But
win
that-
the ones home.
Well, I think the Moose love the bench side to side, right across. That's unthinking. Like it's a
It's easier.
it's a better arena to do your changes. I think because it's equal both.
All right, so I have the standings here right now for the OHL. London's on top with 68 games played and 112 points. They have 55 wins and 11 losses, 2 overtime losses. Let me go to them for a second. I want to see. I don't go to OHL very often. It's laid out a little different, actually. Trying to see their shots and yeah. Regardless, so now I'm going to go to the QMJHL standings.
I think they have 11 losses or something like that for Moncton.
Let's go back. What do they have? Let's go standings. Come on. Sorry, Chad. I'll get to you guys in a second. I apologize. All right. Damn French. Statistiques? No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I think
Standings. Here we go. Got it. That's Sportsnet. Let's I want league. Let's see. Where's Moncton? Moncton is at 64 games played, with 53 wins, 9 losses, and 2. They have 108. So they're comparable, but I mean, I guess it's really hard to compare it to because it's completely different teams they're facing off against. What are you doing? You got Tim's?
did you see the Tim Cup? It's smaller. It's like slimmer up. Anyway, that's my medium dark roast there. Dark roast because it's Dominican Republic. You think about down south every day.
You think about down south every day?
Oh yeah, DR. That's why.
All right, let me get to some of these questions. The last one we read was Ben Cleveland's. Mark S says, first time participating, enjoy this a lot. Oh, I'm glad, man.
Good.
Love it. I love it. Chris Foley, are you sure you want me on air? Yes, dude. Come on air. Click the button, bud.
Come on in.
Christopher Edwards, the referees suck last night, and the boys did the best, but tomorrow we will kick ass. I hope so, man. We really need it. Eden chimes in. I don't see them getting by Moncton or Rimouski if they advance. They're not getting past the second round. If this is how they're playing against us, and I'm not saying we're a shit team. I mean, we're working our hearts out, but if they're having this much trouble against us, they're not making it past the second round. Just not happening. Colin says, whatever the energy the boys had in the last 6-8 minutes of the second period of Game 3, we need more of that energy. They had them on the ropes. Yeah, they get these spurts. They get these spurts where they're like, you're like, we're turning this around, and then it's like, fuck, another turnover. Shit. Another penalty. And let's face it, we were the only ones getting penalized for the most part last night. Not giving up yet, says Arkins. Hey, Chris is joining in. Just let me get to these comments here. I just got a few more, okay? Mark says, as many have pointed out, what is the deal with interference? Has that been dropped from the rules and nobody told me? No. So as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not the biggest hockey mind on the internet, but if you are attempting to play the puck and you get hit before you have contact with the puck, that's interference. If somebody sets up a pick and you try to go through and you're stopped while trying to reach the puck, that's interference. I seen at least 5 or 6 times last night alone where I believe interference should have been called, and it wasn't. Now, if I'm wrong on that ruling, let me know. That's my interpretation of the rule. It kind of dumbed down, but basically, if you don't have possession of the puck and you're trying to make the play, you can't be hit for the simple fact that you may be vulnerable at that moment, and that's why interference is not allowed. Am I right, Steve-O? That sound right?
Yeah. Yep. So it sounds right.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, Chris. How you doing, sir?
All right.
What are you doing today?
Join in the fun for at least once in this life.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's your take on last night's game and the game before?
Oh, man, just the reffing's been absolutely horrible. Seeing guys friggin' sitting on our players and refs sitting there looking at them like, come on.
Yeah, I think Eden pointed that out on Facebook as well. It's ridiculous. Like, blatant. It's blatant right in front of the refs, and I think Langell laughing.
Yeah, like looking at it like, okay, whatever, keep going.
I don't know what to say about
So I
it, man.
think Tom Ander's got to step up on this there and get the referee a little bit of proudness in their work. Like, you cannot get just only 6 penalties in the whole game that you've seen was really chippy. And how many scrums we've seen and nobody got penalized?
Now,
Nobody.
Now,
I think they should deserve to have you set the tone with the referee. They should have done that at the beginning of the game.
Now,
So,
let's play
Then
devil's...
you get to the third period where he makes the weirdest freaking call on that.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah, or
On
you
a
just call him
slash,
for
right?
good.
Like, come on. At least be consistent, right?
And that's the word we need is consistent. So let's play this devil
Yeah.
advocate for a second. We all know that playoff officiating is not the same as regular season officiating. We can agree on that, right?
No. No, I said last year
100%.
too.
They don't call everything. However, if you notice that one team is constantly, getting in the mix, cross-checking, one team is doing it more than the other, and the other team is putting their heads up and skating away, at that point, you need to set a precedent to the other team and say, listen, they're not playing your game. Move on from this type of style or you're gonna be penalized. I'm fine with warnings. If one of the refs had skated up to Sly and said, listen, it's getting chippy out there, Mooseheads aren't biting, move the fuck on, or else we're gonna start doling out penalties. That's what should be done. That's what happens in baseball. I'm a big baseball fan. If the pitchers are being stupid, both sides get a warning. Look, that's enough of the bullshit, or I'm gonna start doling out, penalties. That's it.
Oh yeah, you look at baseball. They let the pitcher hit a guy once. The next he does it again. Whoever was up, they're gone.
Yeah. Warning. Exactly.
Well, and not. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm still
And
on.
not to bring Moncton into the mix here,
Yeah.
but apparently, game 2 for Moncton, they had Langell as well, and apparently they didn't call, like, Langell never called nothing on them either. Like,
Langell is like he's like the second grade teacher the 7th grade teacher that gets to work, sits on his desk, puts his feet up, grabs a book, and he's like, read the fucking book. I'm going for a nap.
I still love when Sebastian just yell at Langell. Langell! What is this? Call the penalty.
I'll tell
That
you,
was on.
there's only
Yeah.
one person that challenges Sebastian for the loudest mouth, and that's our friend Logan.
Oh. Oh God.
Melissa,
It wouldn't have been that way about 4 or 5 years ago, though.
No, he's still got a pretty big mouth. Melissa wants to know if Mark was Mark Sampson. He answered back with no. Ben Cleveland says Bernay or whatever his name is was even dirtier. I think you're talking about number 3, Bernay. Yeah, he's a bum. He's a bum. He was a bum in game 1 and 2. He'll stay a bum.
Yeah,
He's got a wicked
he had
shot,
some pretty
though.
nasty
He's got-
hits there
he's
too
got
that
a-
should have been called.
He's got a wicked. I don't even know. I can't think of any clever. There's nothing clever about
His
him.
his shot is great, but its smartness, I don't think so. Because he got played a few times by Phillips. He's got school on the left side, and Phillips just got a back end goal there. Now, what a goal!
Oh,
After
Phillips
his
is crazy.
third shot, I think Phillips got third. But if you look at the stats, Kim and I, we looked at it after 2 period, and we had 7 shots. And I mean, 7 shots. It was mostly the defenseman and the guy you call him Killer.
Killer. I love Killer. Good guy.
Yeah,
Phil, I'll tell you, when Philly wants to turn it on, he can really turn it on, man. I remember last year he went end to end in the playoffs. What a beautiful goal as well. Melissa says, okay, so that was over the Samson thing. Eden says, don't let them pass. I keep telling them that right before they score. Don't let them pass. Oh, pressure, of course. Kiro says, on the point of great players this series, 100%. Ty Fair has been an absolute unreal defender with all the block and shots. Not only the block and shots, but setting up plays. He's next level. And I honestly, man, Mackers, if you ever see this, bud, McKinnon, I love you. I think you're, one of the greatest mooseheads to play for us. But I think if you tangled up with Ty Fair, I don't think you'd come out the victor, bud. I think Ty Fair would have your number. He's a tough kid.
Halliford.
No, it's Ty Fair.
Oh,
It's
God.
fair.
It's Ty Fair.
And he was a highly touted guy
He actually told
when we drafted him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Halliford.
He just was going the NCAA route.
Yeah.
That meant we had to wait for him.
No,
I
not
can
every
just
name-
imagine what he would have been if we would have had him here the whole time of his career.
Right? No, not every name has to be pronounced French there, Steve-O.
I'm sorry, Steve Maniac. Come on.
Ben comes out to say, I think Moncton has a huge chance. I agree at the Gilles Couture Trophy. I can't see them winning the Memorial Cup. Eden says, off topic, what are your thoughts on Jake and Milner start the second round against Pictou tonight? I like Milner. I think he's a great goalie. I'm hoping that we get him back next year as one of our 20s, actually. And I hope Truro does really well. I mean, I think I'd sooner them win than anybody else in the league, really. Yeah, that's my opinion on that. What about you guys? You guys have an opinion?
Oh yeah, I'm. It's nothing against Simon, but that's what I was expecting. Who was staying? I wasn't expecting the Simon thing coming. I
No.
figured we were going Milner and the kid.
Well, so Steinman was rumored for a year and a half. That trade was rumored for a year and a half, and I thought it went by the wayside because of the year that Russo was having versus the year Steinman was having. But I'm happy to have Steinman. I am more than happy to have Steinman. I think, not because of his prowess in the net, more so for his locker room capability. He's a great team guy. That's what we hear from all the players. That's what we hear from Scotty. He's a great team guy. He's a great locker room guy. And you need that sometimes more than talent, just to keep the team together, right?
Huh.
Do you think we're
For
going to
me,
have
it was more
Milner
the
back
fact of
next year?
220s. You usually don't see trading 220-year-old goaltenders for each other,
No.
too, right?
No, 100%. I understand. And yeah, I think there's a good chance that we'll see Milner don the Moose jersey once again next year. He's another great room guy too. He's He was very team first while he was here. Very community first. He's just a hell of a guy. And he's a very talented 10D as well. I think we'd be fortunate to have him back next year.
Do you think it would be nice to see the C on the goaltender? Get history.
That would be
History.
history. But the problem is they can't come out of their net to talk to the officials and so on and so forth, right? So a little bit of a difference
We've
there.
seen it. We've seen it before. Luongo did it.
Chris Edwards, the boys will kick ass tomorrow, and I can feel that we will win. Melissa says, I sure hope you're right, Chris. Ben chimes in. I think they are pretty on par. Maybe it will be London and Moncton. That's what I see it being, in all honesty. But we can't count out the Olympique. As bad as I want Moncton to win because it's an Eastern team, the Olympique has done a far better job of creating more depth to their line than Moncton has. Moncton has some great heavy hitters, some great shooters, but I feel like the Olympics' depth is just a bit better.
What about Murmuski?
What did I say? Didn't I say the Oceanics?
I don't think you said
drum.
Murmuski.
I said what?
Gatineau.
Gatineau.
I'm thinking of the Oceanics is who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you were thinking one and saying another there,
Okay,
Colin.
All right. My bad.
It's all good. We all do mistakes.
Owen, hey Owen, how you doing, bud? Sly has to get his team under control. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. You can't let people like Woodworth, Woodworth could have cost them a lot during that game. Could have been multiple penalties called. If he would have claimed, concussions, he may have been out for the game if he faked he had, concussion symptoms. There could have been a number of things that he could have done wrong on that ice, and it's reckless, it's not good hockey, and it's desperate hockey. I think Woodworth was desperate and wanted the win, and I said it in my video. And you can criticize me for saying it if you want to, but he's not a Scotian. He can stay in Quebec. We don't play like that here in Nova Scotia. I think we've always had a pretty classy team. And, we don't play like that. Keep that kind of hockey in Quebec, man. Just stay there.
Do you know how many people were yesterday?
No, I believe it's probably somewhere around 7,200.
6,200 people.
Fuck. That's disappointing.
What?
Minus 100 people. Minus 100 people from Drummondville.
Come on, that's
For
disappointing.
the parent and family. So, but you know what?
We can do better. We can do better. Moose Country, we can do fucking better.
We could do better. But the thing is, during the weekday, they were scared how many people was going to be there. But you know what? We were as loud as anything. So, and Quebec,
The first night we weren't.
No,
no, I was yelling.
The first night
my
it was
life.
quiet and as can be.
Yeah, it wasn't good, man. We didn't represent. You know what? As much as we like to say the team didn't represent and didn't show out, neither did we. Both nights, we don't get a pass because we're not on the ice. We don't get a pass. We weren't as loud as we could have been. We didn't show up in the numbers that we should have had there. We can sell out a stadium on a Thursday, Tuesday night. We've done it. And to have, just under 7,000, those are, that, I guess that's a good night in Moncton, but that's not.
Especially when the arena doesn't even hold that. Yeah, I'd say
Yelled
so.
up to Adam in face.
No offense to Moncton. They just, they have trouble getting engagement from the fans sometimes. And we don't have that issue. We shouldn't have that issue in the playoffs. No matter if we're last place or first place, we're here for the team, and we need to do better. Eden says, I'm so tired of fair weather fans. Just exactly what we're talking about. On Facebook, with all their dumb comments, they're entitled to their opinion, but I didn't agree with them, most of them. No, and I got to tell you, the ones that are typically on there running their mouth were actually saying the exact opposite. It was different ones this time that were running their mouths. James Woods, I don't agree with him very often. We've had our issues in the past, but he made a very smart comment on Facebook, and I let him know. I mean, You know, we need the positivity. The boys don't need the drama bullshit. They know they're the youngest team. They know they're the last seed. They don't need to be told. They don't need to be told what they're doing wrong. That's why they have coaches. You want to give them some words of encouragement, by all means, but they don't need to be chastised and ridiculed on Facebook. That's stupid. We're older than that, or we're better than that. Christopher Evans,
I can't ask for a miracle out of what this team was right from the beginning. We were young.
Right.
Like,
100%.
I'm shocked we got 2 games out of this. Like, come on.
That's right. That's right. Nobody expected us to get 1 win, let alone take both in their barn. Chris Edwards, they need better references and give referees and give penalties to the other teams. 100%. It needs to be fair. They're getting chippy because they're not calling things, says Arkins. Mark says, I counted at least 4 times Moose's players took stick to the mouth. I didn't see that. That's interesting, and not a single call.
What did he say?
He said
What
that
did he wrote?
He counted. What did he wrote? What did he wrote?
You having
Come
issues
on.
reading English tonight,
Come
Colin?
No,
on.
that's what Steve
Come
said.
on, Colin.
Steve said, what did he wrote?
What did you wrote?
He said he counted at least 4 times a Moosehead's player took a stick to the mouth and not a single call. Now, I didn't witness that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but
It takes 4 wins to win the series.
Well, there was at least one up behind the net
Really? I didn't
when
see
they
it.
were down on our end. Yeah.
Wow, man. That's ridiculous. I haven't even gotten down. I guess my buddy Adam's in the chat, but I haven't been able to get through these. First of all, thank you guys, because I wanted to. I gave you guys the option to have a live tonight or not. I really didn't even want to do it, but the engagement that we're having tonight is absolutely beautiful, and I appreciate each and every one of you coming on here and making this video with me. Eden says Carrier was high-sticked. The rest looked right at it. Of course they did.
Yeah.
Melissa says any season ticket holders moving their seats today? That's a good question. Chime in if you're moving your seats.
No, I'm not. I like the idiots behind me.
Fuck you.
That's just polite. Huh?
Yeah, fuck him. You know what? Next time I'll dump the whole bottle on you. How's that?
No, do like BJ or Bobby Mack. Get the popcorn there. We're just in the back.
So here's the thing. I've debated. So guys, chime in the comments. I've wanted to do this forever, but because of my platform, I know there's haters in the audience who would get to Facebook and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, look at him being a bully, making fun and doing." You know what I mean? But I've always wanted to take a bag of popcorn and dump it all over Chris when the cameras came to us. But I'm so worried that somebody's going to get on Facebook and like, see QMJHL, he's bully. He treats other fans like trash. So I hold off, right? Can't have no fun. Ben says, I am hoping to get some season tickets next year. You should. And you know what? There's payment plans. If money's the issue, we make payments. I'm not a baller by no means. I rent. Yeah, no, there's payment plans, man.
6 months.
I used to have
6
to
months
do
of
it
payment, man.
many years.
Yep, 6 months, man.
So
Melissa House tickets paid for. Okay, Melissa was saying the same thing. Mark says, I've got to a place where I think I have the best seats in the house. My thanks to Glenn. Glenn's incredible. Ben says, yeah, one of my co-workers have them and told me I can. I'm waiting for the 6. Perfect, man. Glad to have another supporter, another season ticket holder, and you get a lot of benefits with that too, man. Melissa says, what section? He says, any idea of great seats? 100%. Section 14 is the littest?
13.
Fuck 13. It's the, what would I say? What would the kids say? The littiest section?
it's a Toronto Maple Leaf corner, number 14.
What? You shut your whore mouth when you talk to me. It is not a.
Don't insult me.
What the hell was that? Melissa says, oh, that's perfect. Hopefully you're able to grab some. Great seats can be hard to find as most ticket holders renew. Section 14 is great, though. I might be a little biased. 100%. He says he is still going to try. It's just this chat is just Melissa and Ben having a conversation. Hey Ben, you want my wife's number, bud? Just call her up. She'll talk to you. I'm gonna stop reading their comments because it's literally just back and forth. What I love, I'm not complaining. I just want to get to some of the comments on the issues at hand. On the point of tickets, this is Colin Carroll. I looked at both days. Ticketmaster had the top 10 or so rows upper bowl blocked out. That seems to be the problem with sellouts. Yep, 100%. Eden says tomorrow night better be better, and I feel Friday crowd could be better. I believe it. Let's just believe together that the Friday crowd will be incredible.
TGIF, let's go.
Chris says I always talk to the boys when they come out by the box office. They're incredible guys too. They'll take the time to talk to anybody. My wife says I think during playoffs they try to completely sell out lower and upper. The only open the upper after. Yes, that's true. They do only open the uppers after the lowers is sold out. Wildcats podcast. There's my buddy. Go Sports. Go Teams. Melissa says hi, Adam. Colin says I think so, Melissa. They have to full upper bar, lower bowl. Yeah, open. Yeah, okay. That's great, Chris. Hey, Melissa. I would love to put. I have 10-week-old on my arm. To get on the stream, 100%, buddy. Dedicated to the best Halifax Mooseheads content. Aw, love you, man. Thank you.
Did I do a little heart
Want to
this
see
week?
the baby?
Heart.
Oh, yeah, dude. If you got the baby, is there any way you can just come on and just show us a little clip of the baby? We don't want to see you.
You don't want to see me?
No, we don't want to see Adam. We just want to see the baby. Apparently, someone in Section 5 had a whole beer dumped on them last night.
Wow.
Hopefully that was an
That sucks.
accident and not just somebody being a jerk. Chris says, I'm going to talk to the boys when they come in tomorrow at the box. Oh, that's awesome. They're incredible to talk to. Colin says, complete sidebar, but I'm in this week's episode of the Moose Tracks for about 3 seconds. We have a celebrity in the chat, guys. Way to go.
And so do I.
Colin.
I made it.
Holy, you were too? I gotta say, man,
Yeah.
This is the most talking I've done in a live while. My throat is starting to hurt.
I'm gonna have to let you guys go, but
Are you leaving?
I got well, you want me to keep going? I keep going.
Yeah, let's stay.
I can go all night.
Stay until it's over, bud. I just got to get through about 6 more comments. Wildcats podcast, the Leafs corner. So how do you drink with no cups? Yes, sir. I love that.
Did you see what I just did? No cup.
Yeah, so to be fair, he's actually a Habs fan, not a Leafs fan though. Tom's the Leafs
That's
fan.
good.
He's not in the chat tonight, which is depressing. I talk too much, says Melissa. Yes, no.
She should
Melissa
know.
says, Section 9 row L behind the penalty benches. That's another good set of seats. Yeah. Melissa Landry. Nice, great spot. That's right by the best one to watch with Mr. Tyler Long. 100%. If you're in that section, part of the entertainment is watching the passion from Tyler Long. You know what I mean? That's the best part of being in Section 7. Sorry, Colin. Haha, says Ben. It's all good, buddy. Sean Carrier is great friend to me. When he comes in by box office, he always says, let's go, boys. Oh, that's special, man. I love that. And Melissa says, you are. I was going to tell you that, but you're not on my Facebook. Haha. Don't know what that is. Anyways, that's it. That's for the chat. All right. So we got a game coming up. What advice do you guys have for the team, not for the fans? I gave my advice. I want to hear your guys' advice.
For me, my advice is get the defensemen to put it against the board and send it over the board and no look pass.
You want no look passes?
No look pass. Don't do that again because you'll get caught, you'll get the error, and Drummondville's going to jump on that all over the place. That's what happened last night. And we seen in a few plays, or I'll tell the joke now. Watt. Oh, Mr. Watt did a few passes that he shouldn't have done. He knows it. He
Oh,
knows
was he?
it. Yeah, and I think Sam, Mr. Killer, did the same thing too behind the net. So behind the net of Drummondville, there, do the no look pass. Have a look, a quick look, and we always did the basic hockey. Have a quick look. Know your surrounding.
Shoulder check,
Don't do
shoulder
the
check.
no press. Just keep it simple. Kiss. That's it.
I don't wanna
That's
kiss
my
you.
my overall
I don't
kiss.
want to kiss you.
Oh.
There you go. I kissed you.
What about you there, Chris?
Well, basically same thing. Just stop the nonsense passing of either not looking where you're doing it, dropping it to nobody.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree.
like-
I agree.
It's like we're getting. That's how we're getting burned on a lot of it. We're dropping nobody, and they're right there, and they grab it. Right?
Yep,
Like
100%. I agree. I agree with both of you guys. I think pressure is the biggest key for us. I think we need to put pressure on and not let off the gas. That would be my advice. I'm going to get to advice for the fans here in a second, but I got some comments.
because it
coming in.
looks like, and a lot of it too is they capitalize on our mistakes.
100%. I mean, and with a team like this, you have to expect that.
Yeah.
Right. So, quick question: what's your percentage of believe that the Moose will win tomorrow? That's a good question, Adam. 100%. 100%. Our boys are gonna go back in. They've watched the tapes. They've learned from their mistakes, and I think they know that if they don't win tomorrow, it's do or die. So they're going to go out there and they're going to play with the second effort like they did in in Drummondville. And we're going to come out victorious at least after tomorrow night's game. And then, one day at a time, I think. What about you guys?
Yeah, for me, I'd almost treat tomorrow as like it was Game 7, a do or die, because that's just about really what it is. Really, we go up there down.
Yep. And we're not a high
I
scoring.
hate to be the bearer, but it's not good.
We're not a high scoring team, so we have to keep them within one. 100%. Like that's we're not out there putting 10 double digits on the board. So we got to get out there and we got to keep it close and squeak wins. And if we do that, we'll be good.
So
We're not
I'm
the
thinking-
teams that we used to be, where we could be down by 3 or 4 and get back quick. We're not that team anymore.
No.
With this bunch,
Not yet.
we have to keep it close to have a chance.
Not yet. Not yet. We will be that team.
Oh yeah, we will be, but not yet. We're not there yet, and
No.
it shows.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I think we should put McPhee for against Gauthier or Worth because you get always a player's always nagging the other player and like annoying like we'll say it Tuki or Gallagher or Connor Garland. I seen the whole video Connor Garland versus McKinnon. That was hilarious. McKinnon throw the helmet to him in the NHL there. So anyway, my whole point is just you got always somebody's gonna grind the gear of the other player, and I think that's what would be the strategy. Get Carrier or McPhee. Well, every time they're on the ice, they should be on the ice. Personally, that should be there. Because you got to get some room for the Kennedys, the Killer, the who else is doing really good now? Like even the line of Nazardine with Patrick Nabby there. Like
What is your
all
point?
those guys
What
are
you
excelling
trying to
now.
say?
No, I'm just saying, get Carrier and McPhee to get one other when Gauthier and Warworth on the ice. Get them to be stuck to them.
Well,
Don't let them
and-
get the pass across or nothing. That's the two players that they will go score. If you get the right pass at the right timing, they will go score, right?
What I think,
And Simon will be served good.
what I think
So
needs
that's
to
what I'm thinking.
What I think needs to be done is I think Lordo has to say, okay, it's do or die. Gloves are off. Have fun out there. No rules. Because I think what he's told them to do is walk away, be the bigger person. Don't get in the mix because you're going to end up in the box. I think he should allow Carrier, McPhee, Walters, Bent if he's on the ice, whoever else we have that's scrappy, to just get out there and have fun, play some recreational hockey and see what happens. Hi Kenton, how you doing? Crickets. All right, let me get to some comments.
That's
What the heck is going on here? Jesse Searle, how you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Not too bad. Let me get to some
Oh, there you
comments.
go. Oh, I love it.
Let me
The
get
New
to some,
Jersey.
Let me get to some comments real quick, just because they're backing up on me here. Where was I? I've completely lost it. Quick question. There we go. Okay. I honestly can't wait to get tickets, man. I love the game, says Ben. That was the other column, the Moose Tracks. Body and shots on net, 100%, Jen, or Eden. Jesse Searle, he's already with us. He says, sorry, late for joining. Pucks on tape, and then fire it on the net. Make their goalie work as hard as time, and 100%, Colin. Any chance of injured players returning? I doubt it. At least not this series. There, Mark. Happy to welcome. Mercer is done for this. Mercer's probably done for the playoffs there, Eden.
Or in Mercer's case, career.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, what up, Ches? We're good, man. Well, I'm good. Ches wants to know how you guys are doing. Where'd that go? I lost it. There we go.
I'm doing good.
I'm going to put Carey on my next jersey. Good idea. Meaning Mooseheads players, Wildcats. The key is scoring more goals than the Volts. Holy shit. Does Lordo know that? Where did you get this secret? Dude, like, we got to tell somebody. I'm just joking, Adam. Jesse, okay, you already joined. Melissa, that's a good one. Put on the jersey, Chris. I want Walters on mine. Crash the net and pick up the scraps. 100%. We gotta get boys in front of the net and dump the garbage in. 1,000,000%. I agree with that. You're right, Adam's key. Melissa, Colin, go me and my buddy Billy. Our gate is full. Okay, they're just having a conversation. Can someone please tell me the linesmen they don't need to talk to center before every face-off? It's not a social setting.
That's Duaron.
I
That's
agree.
Duaron, 100%.
I'm not a big fan of that either. But I think what it is they're trying to get them to line up fair, and the boys are just itching to go. But I get it. You and Colin are great. I love watching Colin live all the time. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, man. That's the nicer Chris that's in the chat. Christopher Edwards, not the other one that sits in front of me.
Beside you right now.
Colin, he does a great job. Thanks, hon. Ches, I hope I can go to a game soon. I haven't seen one in a while. You got to get out.
Go for it, Friday.
Yeah.
Podcast. Are they line matching Schultz versus Woodworth? Line to try to slow them down. He seems to be the key to driving the Volts comeback. I hate Woodworth. I think I've said that about 20 times today. I hate the guy. And I get it. If he was on our team, would I like him? I want to say no.
Probably.
I want to say no, but I probably would. But he's just
You would.
Yeah.
It's like when we said that Steinman, when we had Steinman against us, Steinman, every time Moncton was playing and Steinman was in there, we're like, man, we hate that kid, and we keep chanting his name and all stuff, and we're like, come on, we're so like beat him, and now he's on our team, now we love him. So that's the kind of thing
the
we were saying.
only problem I had with Steinman was this.
Yeah. The focus.
That's the-
Yeah.
This is a Balarovsky from Lightning.
I love it now, man. I love it. We call him Crazy Eyes in a good way now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're matching Schultz with Woodworth, but they're definitely putting McPhee on a lot of the same around the same time as Woodworth. Woodworth
And what? what was doing good, like Espas got to work on it, but his defense, like, you get right in his face, try to battle with him, even if he's smaller, he's trying to there, and he works his ass off against him too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. All goals last night, I believe Woodworth had a hand in. At least the first three.
Yes.
He had an
Yeah.
apple for all
Yes,
three of the
yes.
first goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate that. God, I hate that guy.
I know.
Colin has the
It's
second
Garland,
best live
Garland.
show in the Maritimes division. You know what, Adam? I will proudly take that title as the second best live show in the Maritimes. When I first started, I didn't know of you, but I'm very happy I found you, and you have a bigger fan base. You've been doing it much longer, and I come to you so often for suggestions. So I'll proudly take that title. Got to give credit where credit is due, bud. It's been a while since we've seen you. Yeah, I know. Okay, so now I don't know who Ches is. Melissa seems to know who Ches is. I don't know who Ches is. So somebody tell me. Did the person
Who,
trying
Ches?
to join?
I don't know
Loves
who it is.
Diamond. I always talk to Diamond. He's a great goalie. Woodworth is done.
Oh, yeah.
He's just 20. Yes, he is done after this year. Okay, finally
It
through
is.
the comments. Jesse, how you doing, sir?
Good.
What do you got to say about the last two games?
I gotta say the officiating's horrible,
Yeah.
and I think we definitely got to get more shots on their goalie too.
Yeah, agreed 100%. Yeah.
And I 100% agree with you. I can't stand
Yeah,
Woodworth.
he's a bum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Crybaby.
Hawks, man.
I love Woodworth.
I know. You shut your whore mouth. I love it. I love Ohio Cheese, man. So this kid, oh God, miss you, buddy. You and your dad got to get to a game soon. Tell your dad. I told your dad, no, time out. Stop play. I seen you at Sobeys a couple months ago, and I said, if you guys need tickets, to hit me up. So tell your old man it's Colin Landry on Facebook. None of my shit's private. He'll be able to link up with me. It's a picture of the Mooseheads logo, and I'll get you guys some tickets. So tell your dad just to hit me up, man. We'll get you to a game. Tom, just found out that you were live, so here I am. What up, buddy? Glad you could join us. Jesse, do you want to plug your Instagram real quick while you're here?
Yeah. Moosehead's coverage.
And what do you do on Moosehead's coverage?
I post stuff about the game, the scores and news around the team, stuff like that.
And you had an interview a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, with Stefan Fournier.
What was that like? That
Nice.
was your first
Love
interview.
it.
It was good. He was a really nice guy to talk to.
Yeah. Good guy. Kempton, you showed up, but you're not talking. Are you there?
Unmute yourself.
He's not muted. All right.
I don't know what I'm doing here, guys.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you, buddy.
Yes,
Much
we
like
do.
most of us, we don't know
We
what we're
can hear
doing.
you now.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to kick you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, guys.
Why not? All you
I
gotta do is-
can't. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
well, there you go.
All you gotta
Yeah,
do is
no, I-
talk.
I think it was, a good push by the boys last night. I'd like to see them a little more physical.
Agreed 100%.
Yeah.
Body.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for them
Actually,
to
it
make
was not
plays
that
when they're scared to
physical.
touch the puck. So let's make them scared to touch the puck.
100%. A lot of the times you see them, our boys will tend to play the puck. And the teams that are being successful against us are the ones who are playing the body and not the puck. And if you notice, going back to when we played the Sags, the games that we're successful is when we're playing the body,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
right? So, I mean,
Absolutely.
no, I'm almost curious because we've been so injury prone this past season and even the season before. I wonder if it's almost the coaching staff or the management saying, "Listen, guys, chill out a bit," or if they're gonna let them get reckless and get loose and toss the body, or what's going on.
I think they need to toss the body in more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like being hit. We've seen that in Drummondville. They don't like the pressure, and if we keep pouring that on, I think we'll find success.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. The more you can aggravate some of them, I think the better it would be for us. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Eden says, "Can't stand kids." Eden. Oh, I love it. I had to move last night, the last 3 minutes, but they spend the entire game criticizing our team. Like they don't realize this is a 2nd versus 16 match. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and it is what it is. I mean, the best thing you can do, Eden, is cheer louder. When they're criticizing, just make yourself louder. You know, get up and they're you want. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know if Adam's seen this, but if Julian's here, he'll attest to it. I was in Moncton with my family and our friends, and we were surrounded by Moncton fans. And you know what I did? I stood up, I turned around, and I did this. Go, Moose, go! Go, Moose! And I'm trying to get every single one. Do you know what it feels like to be laughed at by 60 people? Literally 60 people looked at me, pointed, and laughed. Like LOL at me because I was doing that. It was fun. It was awesome. It was wicked. But that's what you got.
I just need one, Colin. It's you. You just point at me and you laugh, so it's all good.
Oh, do I make you feel self-conscious?
Did you see tonight I wear my glasses?
I can't see you at all right now. It's really, really dark.
Yeah, it's dark here. It's the car right now.
You going to commit some burglaries?
Yes. Burglary to get breaking some legs of referees that don't know how to ref.
Do you got a Steveism on you?
Yeah.
The what?
Do you have a Steveism on you? Let's hear a Steveism. Come on, man. You're on the clock. Let's go.
I don't know. Okay, there was a good one. There's a good one.
Right.
So everybody loved that one, so I'll call it popcorn.
What?
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn? Like you eat that I want to dump all over Chris?
Yeah. Some popcorn. Yeah.
Popcorn?
Popcorn. It's popcorn.
I think he's just saying the same word twice. Popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, popcorn.
Spell
it's
it.
Popcorn.
Spell it in English.
Puff.
Oh, puffcorn.
Oh.
Puffcorn. Okay. All right. There we go.
Instead of popcorn.
Puffcorn. You're a silly guy.
You're always in a smoke.
Tom says, all I can say to you, Colin, and your cohort is thank you. Both for the XL, for the 5XL hoodie that brought tears to me. Oh, I love that, man. When you gave it to me, it fit perfectly. Thanks again for taking care of your fans. Aw, buddy, you're making me want to cry. No, man, you deserve it. 30-year fan. You haven't been able to wear your team's emblem on your chest in a while, and I'm just happy that I could be a part of getting such a small token of our appreciation to you. And you've been a huge supporter of the channel as well, man. So it's not like it's unwarranted. You're a good fucking guy, and I'm glad I could do something so small to help you out. And I'll let Jody know that you appreciate it as well. Eden, I mean young people beside me. Yes, we got that. We got to bring our A game tomorrow. 1,000,000% there, Owen. Aaron!
Yeah.
What's up, brother? Like I said, they had to win game 3. We are done. So don't say you're supposed to be the guy that hypes everybody up, Aaron. Don't talk like that. We got Melissa. Tom, I was so happy to see you stand during O Canada, proudly sporting that beautiful logo. Fuck yeah. On Facebook, yes, Chaz, find me on Facebook. It was a very proud moment for me as well, Melissa. Tom, you're giving me all the feels, buddy. I love it, Tom. You deserved. Aaron says the refs are fine. Aaron, are you looking for a fight tonight, buddy? I can meet Joe
They're
back
brutal.
right now.
I think he's looking for a beating.
Yeah, we know you're very easy to find at the arena there, Aaron. Very easy to find. Colin is a great guy, and he will always do anything for you, and I'm happy. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Chris. Aaron, you must be watching a different game than the rest of. Well, Aaron doesn't get a chance to watch much.
I'm about to say he probably ain't watching the game to start with.
We can't say no more than that. I've been warned. So just so you know, but we can say that he probably doesn't get a chance to watch much of the game. I know where to hide, Aaron says. Eden, has everyone else seen the Northern Lights hoodie with the Moose logo on the back? That, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is that not Colin's wife's design? I think Ryan uses it for one of the Facebook groups. 31 years. I'm sorry, Tom. You've been here 31 years. Tom says Aaron has to rep the refs as he plays one during. No, you can't say. I just said we can't say that. Block that. Let's redact that. Best hiding spot. All right, guys. Does anybody have on the dais on the panel here? Does anybody else have any closing words before we end this hour and 15 live? This is a good live, man. I appreciate all of you.
Well,
All I gotta say is, Woodworth, keep your head up, bud.
No, put it down. Put it down. We don't want you to see
Yeah.
you get hit.
Put it down.
but on the grounds of Woodworth, at least this is it for him. We won't see him next year because he's in Omaha, so they can deal with his ass.
Yeah.
Yourself the hell out of Nova Scotia, buddy. Stay there. Yeah.
Yep. He's going to the University of
McPhee
Nebraska,
will
Omaha.
go
So.
after him.
Yeah. Steve-O?
Keep your elbow up.
Keep your elbows up. Yep. Like
Mhm.
it. And Kempton.
Go Moose, go. Let's
Go Moose.
have a
fucking go.
big one tomorrow night.
Go,
Seal
Moose,
it in
go.
their barn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Listen, guys, thank you all for joining me. Thanks for all the comments. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite lives I've ever done. It's so much fun when we get so many people in here for the conversation, because let's be honest, that's why this channel's here. It's for you guys. It's for your voice. It's so you guys can take advantage of a place for a forum for your voice. This is what I love, this community. Listen, again, thanks everybody. Hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there, and all together. And as always,
Go, Moose, go!
Oh.
go Moose, go.